Yo, yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be going over One Piece 1122. Feels like it's been a while because we have been waiting for the new chapter to come out ever since Oda got a new break, or ever since Oda took a break. Sorry, I don't know why I said new break. But we are going to hop right into this chapter. I have not read it yet, have not been spoiled, so I'm very excited to see what this chapter holds. Just give me 1 second here. Put the tube over here. TCB over there. Cool. We're all set up for if there's a live chat. Cool. All right. So without further ado, everyone, we're gonna hop right into the video. Please be sure to like, comment, or subscribe before we do hop in. And yeah, let's do this thing. All right. So starting off on TCB, we see that there is a full page of all the anime characters from Luffy to Deku to Itadori and others. Looks very cool. They're in like streetwear. Looks very awesome with Luffy in the chain and everything. Then going a little bit lower. Oh, I even see they gave Izuku his little undercut still. And then the editor notes we have from Oda this week are: looks like you can play Pokemon Go as much as you. Looks like you can play Pokemon Go as much as you want now, Horikoshi-kun. Congrats on wrapping up 10 whole years of serialization. Okay, so I saw that on Twitter. I don't know if you guys did, but I saw that he pretty much did a tweet where he was congratulating Horikoshi for finishing up My Hero, and I thought that was pretty cool too. I haven't read that last chapter yet. I've gotten a little bit of spoilers on it from watching Chibi Reviews video, but it definitely looks pretty cool. So without further ado, we're gonna hop right in now that we've read Oda's editor notes. So One Piece chapter 1122. The time is at hand, and we start the cover page off with an epic shot of Smoker, half smoke, half regular, looking really menacing here. And it's a cover request. A certain boy from Aichi drew fan art of Smoker 22 years ago. Please recreate it. Pretty cool. Okay, so I guess somebody drew this already, and then he drew it in his own style, which does look pretty cool. Okay. So we're going down to the first page, and the first thing we see is Vegapunk on the screen with everyone, it looks like at Dressrosa, pretty much paying attention to his stream. The times, they are changing. The fate of the world depends on pirates? Hold on a sec. What is this madness, Vegapunk? No way. Will our country sink too? The Navy has to do something. Then you have pirates down here. The world's greatest genius just said it's real. Let's go and get it. The One Piece is out there. So you got the spark of the One Piece coming back and everything, looking pretty epic. Then we're going down to Impel Down. It's about time we pirates ran the show. Rah! The world's gonna sink anyways. Leave some for us. Yeah! The government won't know what hit them. And then looks like we are still in Impel Down. It's the guard saying, "Why are you letting them hear the message? Every snail in the prison is playing it, and we can't stop them. How could you, Vegapunk?" And then you have, I'm guessing some admirals right here, some captains looking pretty mad that Vegapunk got to play his message in the prison. Then we cut to Kobe, Luffy-san. And then we have a flashback to one of the very first episodes where Kobe's saying, "King of the Pirates, but you'd have to make the whole world kneel to you. Don't tell me you're after the One Piece." And then we have a shot of Luffy. Oh, wow. Okay, so we now have a Kobe agenda. This is actually a pretty crazy page flip right here. All right, so we straight up see Kobe saying, "I have to stop you from achieving your dream." So we now have confirmation that Kobe is going for the One Piece. This is actually insane. I can't even believe this because we get the flashback of all the way back in the beginning when Kobe didn't even look like he did, and now he's talking about trying to stop Luffy. That's actually insane. And then we cut over to Buggy, and he's saying, "Why are you dummies calling it my world now? You don't really want that, right? Huh? Chairman Buggy, it's our world, ain't it? Oh, wow." And then, okay, of course, "Chairman Buggy will follow you to the depths of hell." So they're basically all very sympathetic for Buggy because he's talking about it's our world. That's wild. All right, cutting back, we see Crocodile and Mihawk, and they are both behind him. And then Crocodile saying, "Just sit," and Buggy's going, "Right." So he's basically putting on another show for his henchmen. Then we cut over to Katarina Devon saying, "What should we do, Teach? We could just kill him. Caribou? Commodore Teach, I'm sure my information will please you. Bring him to me. I'll put him down if his info is a dud." So that's pretty crazy. So we have confirmation that Caribou is actually heading over to Blackbeard with Katarina. That's pretty cool. Um, that is the truth, says Vegapunk. And then Joy Boy, and then okay. So we actually got him about to say something about Joy Boy, and then it actually cuts out, and now we actually see Topman actually ramming into the Iron Giant, which disrupts the signal. Which was kind of crazy because I thought we had a whole setup for him about to do something or use something. So maybe he'll still use it, but it looks like he's pretty much half destroyed now. Um, so we cut to the Iron Giant ship. We have Dorian Broggie screaming "Iron Giant," and then it goes, zzz, 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 and then we have boom. So we have a bunch of transponder snails around the island still being taken out or falling to damage. Um, what's going on here? So we have the Sunny still flying in the air down to the giant ship. Behind them is going to be Ethan Juro. He's coming down after them. That horse geezer is back. Do something, Zoro. Of course they say Zoro because he's the only one that can actually go in on freaking Ethan here because of his swordplay. But very cool indeed. We cut back and we see Zoro about to do some action, Ethan about to do some action. We have Usopp and Chopper with their eyes out, both looking very Gear 5 esque, and Nami looking terrified. We cut to a shot of the Iron Giant saying, "I'm sorry, Joy Boy." And then he stands up actually. "That giant robot, I want to apologize to you too. I knew that there was no chance he would still be alive." "Hmm? Did you mistake me for someone else?" says Luffy. "You look just like him." It was nostalgic. My feelings from that day came rushing back. I hope Joy Boy forgives me. And then it looks like Saturn's still recovering. I don't know if he's on the island or not. I can't really tell due to the paneling. We can see the Sunny going behind the Iron Giant into the water towards the giant ship, but we do also see that Saturn, who probably got knocked back, I guess, onto the island versus the sea, which it looked like in the last panel, but I guess not. He's reforming or regenerating. And then the Iron Giant said, "I failed." And we get to this epic shot of all the Gorosei literally charging in on the Sunny and the giant ship. And this is actually a crazy shot because you see one, two, three, four. So four of them because who is it? I think it was Jupiter. He not Jupiter. Marcus. Marcus actually was still launched by Luffy's attack, but we see all four of them coming in right behind the Sunny Go. And the Iron Giant saying, "I failed to make him king. Whoa, the giant worm. This is bad. We're going to sink." This shot will be so epic in the anime with all four of them literally coming in behind the Sunny. This just looks so epic. "This is bad. We're going to sink. King, what is your name?" It's just crazy. Okay, so wait, let me just a little bit of context in this double spread here. We do see that the Iron Giant is saying, "I failed to make him king." So I'm wondering if he means king of the pirates or something along the lines of king of the world, because maybe it was different back during that time. But we do pretty much get that little bit of an inference here, where we see that he's talking about making Joy Boy the king. And he asks Luffy, "What is your name?" And Luffy says, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy, the man who's gonna become king of the pirates." And then the Iron Giant says, "D," and he grabs something from, I guess, his chest or within him. Looks like he's grabbing a rope of some kind. And then it says, "Swip." Looks like it's hockey infused almost. And then he's laughing. "Hey, Luffy." Oh, wow. So actually, the hockey that's emanating from the robot of whatever he just pulled out is literally actually affecting all the Marines around it and knocking them unconscious. Kind of like Conqueror's hockey. And Luffy even says Conqueror's hockey. "Thank you. You let me hear that nostalgic rhythm one last time. Don't die. I won't let you die. So he's just emanating mad conquerors hockey, knocking out most of the Marines. Which I'm kind of like, not okay. Before we continue on, real quick, I'm kind of a little bit, I guess you could say perplexed why Luffy didn't do this because now that I think about it, we've had so many like lackluster enemies, like from like basic Marines to like people that basically just didn't add up. That like Luffy could have kind of used Conqueror's hockey here. I know he was busy with like the other Gorosei and what is it? Some of the basic Marines, but I feel like in regards, some of them could have used that actual technique, even though the robot did. But anyways, I digress. He says, "Don't die, I won't let you." In a crazy double-page spread of the hockey going around the whole island, and then all the Marines going "Wah!" as they're literally getting knocked out. Is this hockey? It's so strong. Even a young doll is saying, "Who's causing it?" And literally, the hockey's just surging from all around. It's surging to the point where the Gorosei are going past it, and I guess it's literally so strong that the Gorosei are actually falling out of their forms. Wow. They're either falling out of their forms or they're being torn apart or summoned back to where they came from. This is actually insane. The Iron Giant has literally taken the Gorosei and, in a sense, sent them back to freaking the Holy Land. This is wild. Mary Joie. This is actually wild. The hockey is literally so strong, it sent the Gorosei flying back to Mary Joie. This is wild, actually. You literally just see freaking. Oh man, I always get their names lost sometimes. It's just, I don't know. Either way, we have one of the Gorosei. He's already back. I'm guessing after Luffy sent him flying, he probably ended up going back and kind of just chilling there. And then he's kind of a little bit surprised, maybe not, by the fact that they're coming back too. And then we have the Gorosei, and they're going huff, huff, pretty much surprised and a little bit tired. One of them looking very like distraught. Oh, what? Oh wow! Even Emu's going wow. So we have the first time Emu is showing actual like pressure or force against the fact that she is actually like, I don't know. I guess maybe disrupting that summoning circle did something to him or her. But the servant saying, "Great Emu, huff huff, Joy Boy." So this is crazy. Okay, so no Emu reveal yet. We have the Sunny Go coming down, and the Sunny Go finally lands into the water. Luffy saying, "Glad you guys made it." Luffy, what happened to those monsters? No idea, they disappeared. What in the world? A robot with hockey? And how did that make them vanish? We did it. We landed safely. Are you okay, Nami-san? I'm fine, but Atlas and Edison, it looked weird for a second because I could see a little bit of a silhouette of Sanji, but then we get Nami down here, so okay. Um let's see here. Oh wait, whoa. Hold on. Pause the show because we see the staff here, and I don't even know. Let me go back up before because I saw Saint Saturn, and then Saint Saturn is here being hockeyed away just like the rest of them. But I don't think he's emanating anything off that gives off like the black goose. So maybe the summoning works where whoever summons them is initially like the main like tower for them to be there because it kind of makes sense in accordance to how they all look. Like they all look like they have black vanishing off of them, whereas Saturn looks like it's more just like his cape that's getting done away. So I'm guessing he's physically there and he summoned them, but because he's actually there, he didn't get casted away. Because we see him right here. He's doing a heavy breath in front of the Iron Giant, looking at it. And then the Iron Giant says, "Listen up, Emeth. The time is at hand. The time." This is crazy. Literally, we see him talking to the Iron Giant back in the day, and literally, it looks like he's wearing a straw hat. This is actually insane because now we have confirmed, at least I would say we can confirm here, that Joy Boy or Nika, whichever one, is literally wearing the same straw hat that Luffy had, which proves that the straw hat is a symbolic thing. And we know it's not the Iron Giant straw hat, or the giant straw hat that Emu has in the freezer, because literally we see the hat right here and the size compared to the actual Iron Giant. So this is actually pretty revealing for those theories. But we have him saying, I'm going to gather my most powerful haki and seal it inside you. Whoa, you're bound to live much longer than me. I'm not going to always be around to help. Oh, that sounds terrible. So, okay, I'm just confused here in general. I'll need to see some theory videos on this, but you're telling me you can take hockey and put it in something in order to then make it so it basically has a way to be used once it's unleashed? Like, I don't think we've ever seen anything like that, at least not that I can remember. So he's literally gathering his most powerful hockey and actually putting it inside the Iron Giant. And I don't really even know what that was because essentially, when he used it, it looked like it was just a piece of string. So if we go to the shot of the Iron Giant, it looks like a knot, and then he undoes the knot, and I guess from there the hockey starts coming out. So, okay. Which I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, maybe it's like the weather knots where you were able to undo a knot on the island where Nami was, and from there you had things such as like wind bursts or like rain come out, which in a way could make sense. But it's kind of weird that it is such a I don't know, it's such a thing like that he was able to do that inside the Iron Giant. It's not bad at all. It's just like it's kind of crazy. But going back, we see that the Iron Giant saying, "So when the time is at hand, you'll still be there to help." Hmm. And then Joy Boy saying, "That's right. Whenever it happens, I'll be saving you from here in the past, just like always." And then the Iron Giant saying, "That makes me happy. Thanks. Now it doesn't matter if you're dead. It will be like you are still with me. I hope I don't get lonely." Hey, that's not gonna happen for ages. Ages and ages. Dreaming of memories. One Piece 1122 end. Hmm. Someone's arm. That's how you know he's your true homie forever. Interesting. Just looking at some comments. So okay, review time. Review time for this chapter is just that it was good. Don't get me wrong, I definitely like it. It's just the fact that I feel like we got so much within it that I kind of have to break it down. So we see Joy Boy talking to the Iron Giant in the past. We know that he actually stored hockey within that knot that stayed in the Iron Giant, which I don't know how he did that, but he did that. Um, we see that Joy Boy has the straw hat, which is definitely probably passed down to Luffy at this point, which is very interesting because it's like I don't like. I feel like there's a prophecy thing going on here. Like we had Luffy, and he literally got the fruit of Nika, which I guess Joy Boy had because that's who he's talking to now, and Luffy's in the Gear 5 Nika form. So it kind of is confirming to me here, at least, that Joy Boy is Nika, which is pretty cool. But then even on top of that, passing down to Luffy, which is very like prophesized wise, we actually have another thing here where we see that he even has the straw hat that I'm guessing Joy Boy had. Um, so that's a thing. And then going back, let's see. We saw that the Sunny finally hit the ship, so they're actually about to make their way out. With the Marines passed out, that should mean that I guess the Straw Hats and the Giants are going to escape because now even all the Marines or most of them are knocked out. So I'm doubting they're probably going to try to pursue. Um, and then even from there, I mean Saturn's there. I know we remember that because he's standing in front of him, but he's probably too weak, or the hockey probably made him a little bit too weak to be able to chase them. So they're definitely getting away as of this point. The Iron Giant's most likely going to be destroyed. I don't really know if this counts as the incident. Maybe they got away, and the incident is that the news got out. I'm thinking that's what it was, or maybe what happened on Egghead in general, which would technically still be the news. Everything that happened with like the the island pretty much being blown up, Vegapunk's death. So I'm guessing all this in general is what is considered the incident. So that definitely makes sense. We go back up and we see Emu, who it looks like after them being summoned back, they actually somehow affected Emu, who, in my opinion, it's a little bit weird because you got to think about it from like the perspective of seeing Emu here. So Emu is screaming because the Gorosei were pretty. Oh, no! I get it. I get it. Okay, so Emu actually is able to recognize the hockey that came off the robot as Joy Boys. That's what's going on here. So because of the hockey actually emanating, for however long it did, I don't know if it was so strong it went around the world or what, but basically, the hockey was so strong that Emu felt it, if not when the Gorosei came back, just because it was released on its own. So we see Emu here, and Emu is literally actually like basically shocked by the fact that the hockey was released. So Emu is able to sense or feel the hockey that came out of the robot. It could be that the Gorosei came back, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the hockey itself. Going back up, we did see them all get sent back. That was an interesting take too, because we kind of learned how the Gorosei summoning works. Where probably if one of them summons the rest, then the rest are essentially just um, shadow clones, but real life shadow clones until they are actually sent back. So basically, shadow clones. But because their physical form is taken there too, it's like they still will be sent back once they end up being defeated. And the hockey was so strong that it sent them back, but not Saturn, because Saturn was actually able to withstand, not withstand, but he was physically there at first, so he wouldn't get sent back. He would just go out of his form. So we do understand how the actual Gorosei work now when it comes to being summoned and their forms. And we also know at this point too that the hockey that was used from the knot that the Iron Giant had from Joy Boy was so strong it caused them to deform. So there is a level of hockey also we know now that can actually render the Gorosei powerless if it's strong enough. But I'm guessing to be on Joy Boy's level, you probably have to be something either at Shank's level or Roger level, or probably even above that, because he was admittedly that powerful and he did come before anybody as the first pirate. So that was pretty cool. We kind of got an in-depth look at that. Um, let's see here. We knew the Iron Giant was trying to make Joy Boy king, and I guess he failed. I don't know how because we haven't gotten a whole flashback of the Void Century or when Joy Boy was alive yet. We've only gotten a figure and kind of like a little flashback of them talking. Um, Going back up, they were being chased. We know everyone's also going for the One Piece now. We know Caribou is going to bring Blackbeard some valuable information. I don't know when we'll find that out, but I know that he's actually going to see Blackbeard, which is interesting. Buggy's just capping as always, pretty crazy, but I mean we know that Crocodile and Mihawk are pretty much holding in the reins. And I do want to know the one thing that's interesting to me about Mihawk is I want to know what his actual like agenda is here because I don't feel like he really wants to team up with Crocodile and Buggy. Like, is he with them for now? Yeah, but I don't think that he's going to essentially sit there and just ride this wave of being a bad guy with them. He's not really a bad guy. He's more of someone that's just strong and kind of just goes around the world. And I think because he's being hunted, he probably kind of teamed up with them at the moment. But definitely interesting. I want to see Mihawk and how he plays out more. But the even more interesting thing is seeing Kobe literally saying he has to stop Luffy from achieving his dream. And I don't really understand why, because Kobe knows Luffy down to the T from when they met till now. And he knows Luffy's a good pirate. So if he's going to try to stop him from achieving his dream, why did he say King of the Pirates, but you have to make the whole world kneel to you? Don't tell me you're after the One Piece, because Kobe knows that Luffy's a good pirate and that he wouldn't do anything that would make the world like bad, you know? And I don't know if this plays into the fact that he wants to actually stop him or if he has a fear about something which makes him want to stop him. Because if you think about it, like if Luffy was to get the One Piece and alter the fate of the world, I don't think Luffy would make that a bad thing. I just don't. Unless he knows something maybe about like the will of D or something like that. There's no reason for Kobe to actually stop Luffy unless he wants to go for the One Piece to do the fate of the world his way. So if Kobe has some inner sense of justice that's making him go against Luffy, that makes sense. But for him to want to stop Luffy from going for the One Piece, in my opinion, doesn't really make sense because at the end of the day, we know that Luffy's a good person and we know Kobe knows that. So if Kobe's going to end up stopping him, I don't know if he's going to do it and then be someone who's an actual enemy, which is what it's looking like it's going to be, or if he's going to have some realization along the way and then, kind of we get something from there. Because as of the last chapter, we saw all the candidates that are viable for the One Piece. I don't know if that's going to be Law because we know he's still out with Beppo. Kid, I think he's destroyed. We could have Big Mom and Kaido come back at some point, but there's so many possibilities for where the story can go, especially as we get towards this battle for the actual One Piece. That I just don't know how it's going to play out with Kobe, or if he's really going to be able to essentially measure up. Because even though he did um, honesty impact, I just don't think that's enough to stop Luffy in a sense. Is it powerful? Yeah, but Luffy, I think Luffy has gotten way more buffs, and obviously he's got that MC plot on him where Kobe will be a worthy adversary, but I don't think Kobe's gonna stop him, or I think Kobe's gonna have a change of heart once more information is revealed down the line within the world of One Piece. We did see Impel Down was learning about it because the snails were going off. We saw Vegapunk's message was still going on, which is kind of crazy. So, from here, we can really end it here, guys. This was a good chapter. Sorry. Whew. This was a good chapter. I was really interested to see what this one would be, and I'm glad we have no break next week because I think as of the next chapter, we should be heading out to Elbath now that the Marines are down, the Gorosei are gone, the ships are together, they're off the island. There's officially nothing else that could happen unless there's a little bit of Vegapunk's message that's somehow left, or unless Saturn does something. But I think Oda is kind of giving us the green light that we're pretty much going to get ready and go from here onto Elbath. So I think the next chapter or the next couple will definitely be where we'll find ourselves being in Elbath. Maybe we'll get some lore along the way on the ships as they're all talking. Who knows? But I do think that is going to be a wrap for Egghead after the next chapter, which I'm very excited about because I've been ready for us to hit Elbath for a while now. So this is going to be very cool. And yeah, okay, guys. So that is everything. I want to thank you guys for coming by the stream. If you didn't catch the live, definitely end up watching the video once it's uploaded. It'll be uploaded probably about 5 or 10 minutes after the actual stream is done. Welcome to the viewer as well. We're still going strong on these streams. We're kind of still working our way up, but we're going. We had a lot of hypotheses and theories within this chapter as of reading the whole thing, so definitely check that out if you want. But guys, please feel free to like, subscribe, or comment. It helps the channel out a lot, and we're still growing. But other than that, that is